Hi everybody, and welcome to my weekly garden video. This week, now that the garden's getting full into summer mode, there's a lot to harvest. So you see me back here harvesting the strawberries. They're really difficult to harvest where they are. We just put them in as a ground cover, so I'm excited to move them to my perennial garden for next year. Also, I was today years old when I realized that beets are biennial, so they're not going to flower till next year. And I had left a bunch of beets in the ground after my first harvest that I was going to let go to seed, which I decided I'm going to pull out now because that's not where I want them to be. And not only did I pull out the rest of the beets that were in the ground, I had been starting and germinating a bunch of new ones. So this is my new round of beets. They're in the ground now, and they'll give me a nice late summer harvest. I also took some time and harvested some cabbage. It's getting ready to harvest, and you see me feeding the animals across the fence. They always come over and want goodies as I'm out there harvesting. And this year also my peas are doing really well. I think they're doing better than they have in years past. They're a lot taller and have a lot more peas on them, and I'm out there collecting a bunch. This is kind of what I get every day. I don't typically show this, but you saw some strawberries there. I made some jam. I also pickled my beets. You see me here. I actually made pesto out of the beet greens and some of the walnuts from the tree here on property. So definitely using all the food as it's coming out of the garden. This is just a look at what's happening in the garden. You see my lettuces are all bolting, and I'm letting them bolt because I'm feeding them to the animals. But you saw my sunflowers and my onions, and you saw my beets kind of in the ground there. This is that cauliflower row with carrots in the background that's struggling, although I do have some cauliflower getting mature. These are my lilies and my beans in the background. Here's corn, peas, and my raspberries. Here's my squash. They're starting to get some flowers, which is nice. And here's my teeny tiny broccoli, which has just started. I also have some things in seed trays, both outside and in the greenhouse, just getting ready to go back in the ground as things are coming out. And as I was out there in the garden this morning, the cows came over to say hi, and then they got all shy on me when I started filming them. But I thought I'd just leave you with the goat in the shelter and the emu in the field.